Create emotional safety by being honest about your feelings. Avoid retreating into your shell if tension arises. Communication is healing.
Welcome to Cards and Constellations with Bonnie Morris and Don Rumor Rivera from Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Here, we blend astrology and tarot to guide you through the twists and turns for the week ahead. Don't forget to hit subscribe and share. Let's dive into your cosmic journey together.
Cancer, your social life this week is focused, leaning towards meaningful, emotionally fulfilling connections. You may feel drawn to spend time with close friends or family, seeking comfort and understanding rather than large gatherings. Heart-to-heart conversations can strengthen bonds and bring you closer to those you care about most. Midweek, an opportunity to connect with someone new in a nurturing way may arise. Take time to evaluate whether the connection feels genuine before opening your heart fully. Don, what do you have in tarot?
What do we got for Cancer? Cancer. Oh, got a flying card. Ace of Rods. Like that energy? Let's go a little further, though. Got a second card out of here. Two of Rods. What is up with this Rods? Rods are wands, folks. So when you say rods, wands, it's all the same. So don't confuse anybody. Oh, and then we have a Knight of Pentacles. An interesting situation there. It's interesting. This is supposed to be a social reading, but it's very antisocial. I'm telling you, the more I see this, it's very antisocial. This is kind of like go back to your roots, go back to something that you gotten off track, Cancer. You kind of lost your way. Okay. And so it's interesting. This is going back to what used to work for you. How is it you changed? What is it that you kind of, what is it that got you off track? What is it that you started doing socially? Did you piss people off? Were you a little too aggressive? Were you a little too mouthy? Were you a little too free with your opinion and also a little more obstinate about everybody else's opinion because it didn't matter as much as yours? I don't know. But you got to get back to basics. You got to get back. The universe is giving you a gift. It's giving you a reset. You need to figure out what went wrong. This is the planning. What went wrong and what goes right. And then you need to work on, again, your social skills, getting back to what it was when you had empathy, when you had sympathy. I like this too because there's a Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles says once you put the work in, once you get moving forward to finding your way back to being somebody who is, again, somebody who people want to deal with, because I feel like, again, you became somebody people didn't want to deal with. I don't be irascible. Was it frustrating? Was it your life turned upside down? Was it a health situation? I don't know, but something turned you inside out and you got to get back. And when you do, it'll pay off. The work that you put into finding yourself and finding your way back will pay off. And the Knight of Pentacles is saying your life is going to be fuller because, again, remember, Pentacles is not only money. Pentacles is abundance. It's Pentacles covers the Cups card. It covers all the different other cards when it comes to happiness, joy, and abundance. So let's do some work. Let's do some work on ourselves this week. Let's find out where we kind of went wrong, and let's find a way back. It's not too late. It's never too late. And maybe even you'll find new inroads. That's even more exciting. New inroads, new people with this new exciting you that you found, that you returned to. That's what got Miss Bonnie. That was a really strange one for me.
Yeah, really odd. Maybe specific for just one person. But let's talk finances. Cancer this week emphasizes careful financial planning and emotional awareness around your money. You may feel more cautious or protective of your resources. And this is a good instinct. Focus on building security, reviewing those budgets, and prioritizing essential expenses. Unexpected costs can arise midweek, so make sure you have a clear plan to address them without stress. Avoid making major financial decisions when you're feeling emotionally reactive. Wait for clarity and your calm mindset. Don, what does tarot say about money?
I like the calm mindset. Again, it goes back to the Knight of Swords. And so, because sometimes when you have the swords, you make decisions and you have to be careful. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Knight of Swords pop out of here. That would be interesting. So let's get to it. The first card out. Queen of Swords. I was one off. I love it. Well, it's interesting. I love it. And then we have a 5. So this is the Five of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords is a very patient energy, but she's about it. She's about change. Again, she's about change. She's about understanding. She's about seeing things differently. So if you have a financial situation this week that you're facing, step back. Step back and say, okay, let me take a different perspective. Let me look at this from a different point of view. Maybe even ask a few people, maybe get some information like a Three of Pentacles would do, is look out and reach. But let's step back a minute and let's look at what am I missing? What can't I see? What can't I figure out? And then come at it from a different angle. No matter what, don't go backwards. Don't look at what has worked or even hasn't worked necessarily in the past. Look at where you want to be, what you want to do, how you want to get there, and figure out a new way of making that happen. And when you do, look at this. The Nine of Cups is going to be saying, you know what? Happiness is going to come your way. You're going to celebrate the fact that you did. So with finances this week, let's realize first and foremost what's been working hasn't worked well. Secondly, the decision process may have some complications or flaws, or maybe something else. So let's step back. Let's learn to look at things a little differently. Let's make sure that we don't use the same old paradigm. And when you do, and you start facing things differently and making choices through a different paradigm, you're going to find that life gets easier and you're going to be happy that you did. And look at this, the victory card. You're going to see, you're going to move right through this. So it may not even be as bad as you think it is. It may be just because of the mindset you're in, you can't see the forest of the trees. So again, step back, look differently, and economics will work themselves through. That's what I got, Ms. Bonnie.
All right. Well, now let's go to love. We're going to start with the moon. And this week on Tuesday, October 7th, we have a full moon in Aries. Now, of course, we have to go backwards. Okay, so let's go all the way back to April 8th of 2024. That's when we had the new moon in Aries. Then we move forward to January 6th of 2025, and we had the first quarter, and that's when you did all of the work. So now we have the full moon where you can see everything, and if something's not to your liking, then you need to change it at that time. Then next year on July 7th of 2026, we'll have the last quarter. And that's when you celebrate your success and turn away and wait for the next new moon. Now the void, of course. All right. On the 7th at 6:23 in the evening, we have a void beginning. It will end about 11 hours later on the 8th at 5:13 a.m. Then again on the 10th at 12:30 in the morning, it will begin. And at 5:12, it will end. That was short. Then again on the 12th at 2:55 a.m., we have a void, of course, beginning, and it will end at 6:37 a.m. that same day. So nothing really, really bad, nothing super, super long. So our void, of course, seems to be getting back to more of a normal pattern. All right. Well, now let's go to love. Cancer, your heart feels especially tender this week, and your focus turns towards creating deeper emotional security in love. If you're in a relationship, you may feel extra protective of your bond, wanting reassurance or more quality time together. Conversations around trust, vulnerability, or long-term plans can surface. Lean into them with openness rather than fear. Now, for you single Cancerians, you may find yourself drawn to people who feel familiar or comforting, as though you've known them forever. Be mindful, though, nostalgia or longing for what's safe shouldn't cloud your judgment. Give a new connection time to reveal themselves. Dawn, let's see the cards.
Interesting. Cards are just, I don't have a lot of energy with these cards right now, which is fascinating. And I'm like, what's going on, Spirit? Tell me what is being blocked from me. And they're saying that unfortunately, this is not the best week for you. This is not the best week for you. So I'm going to go with the psychic read. We're getting rid of the cards for you. We're doing psychic. And so, pardon my stepping away, Miss Bonnie. I'm breaking the rules. But Spirit's coming clear. This is not going to be your most favorable week. Unfortunately, this is going to be a week of a very perplexing week for you emotionally, with relationships, and with and not just love relationships. I'm talking about interpersonal relationships. There is an energy this week where it just feels, I feel like you are at a low in your energy. You're kind of like running on fumes, running on empty, and you need to replenish your vessel. You need to find a way this week to maybe get away from the people you love and the people whom you may eventually love. Let's focus less on everybody else, and let's focus a lot on you. Let's figure out why we're running so low. What is it that has drained us so much, and what is it that can help us to refill our vessel? Okay, get out this weekend or during the week if you can. Take your shoes off. I want you to put your feet into sand, into dirt, into grass, into water. I want you to let yourself ground. I want you to get rid of the negative energy that's filling up the void that's being left because you don't have a lot of steam left in you right now. So let that go first. We want to do that. We want to clear that. If you have some selenite, that would be great, because this is a selenite wand. This is great because it helps to clear some energy too, which is wonderful, and get rid of some stuff. It absorbs all kinds of mess. Sage yourself, sage your house. What is that called? Is smudging. You buy some sage, you light it, and it smokes, and smoke is good. And you smudge it around your house. You walk around and all the walls, and you let that smudge energy fill the vacuum, fill the void in that house, and give yourself some energy. It's the first of the month. I want you to get out there and put some salt across your doorstep. Any doorstep you use to walk into your house, I want you to put salt across it. That protects you from having negative energy come in. You don't want that negative energy in. I'm also asking you to take some cinnamon, ground cinnamon, go to your front door, not your garage door you enter, not your back door, not your side door, the very front door of your home where strangers and people that visit you would come to. Open that door, standing outside, open the door looking in, take the ground cinnamon and blow it into the house. This is abundance. This is energy. This is good stuff. You're saying, hey, come on in, abundance. Come on, positivity. Come on in and stay a while. Invite them in, okay? Especially if you're chasing it out with the smudge energy, chasing stuff out. You're preventing other bad stuff coming in with that, and then you're inviting in the good energy. And then maybe even if you have some Palo Santo, if you don't have it, get it. It's very cheap. It's a little stick. And I wish I had a piece right here, but I don't. I have cinnamon. Cinnamon will do the same thing, by the way. You can light cinnamon, and that's what this is, lit cinnamon, a cinnamon stick. But Palo Santo, and then do the same thing with it that you did with the sage. What that does is Palo Santo invites the positive energy in and brings the positive energy in. So now that we worked on your environment and your house, and I know I'm going long and I apologize, but now we need to work on you. So we need to do the same thing to you. You need to smudge yourself. You need to spread yourself with energy. You need to meditate a little bit. You need to bring down your cortisone levels. As your cortisone levels go high, you get inflamed, you swell, you have pain. Again, let's get yourself under control. Let's spend a little time working on you. So sit into the moment. Go to YouTube, find a meditation of some kind that you feel comfortable with, and play it and have it play. Give yourself 10, 15, 20 minutes. Give yourself a timeout 3 times a day for 15 to 20 minutes just for this week, the rest of this week, and give yourself that for 3 times a day. And do the meditations. Stop wondering and racing about, oh, I haven't paid this bill. Oh, this person needs to go here. Oh, I got to take care of this. None of that. Give yourself that energy 3 times a day for the entire week. Do the smudging, do the sensing, and I promise you that next week you'll be ready to take on the world and even go after relationships. If you are trying to work on a relationship this week and your energy is low, you're putting yourself at risk and your relationship at risk, because you're not completely going to be able to respond the way in which you would, and that can cause harm. I don't want you having harm. So use this week to heal you. Love yourself. So in this love reading, Miss Bonnie, it's all about them, in my opinion. Love yourself first, And you don't do that all the time, but this time we need you to do it. And by next week, you'll be ready to love on so many other people. Oh, that was heavy, but it needed to be said. It needed to be said.
Okay.
Miss Bonnie, while they're loving on people, how can we help them love us too?
We love love. You know that. Down in the lower right-hand corner, there's a little button that says love. No, I mean subscribe, but for us, that's love. Hit that button, set the notification bell. Now, if you're on my channel, Your Love Goddess, hop over to Sonoran Mystic Tarot. That's Dawn's channel, and do the very same thing. Hit the subscribe and set the bell. When you're done with that, third time's the charm. Go to Cards and Constellations. Help us grow the channel. Hit subscribe, set that bell, and even better, share a video out. Let others know that we're around.
I love this. I'm pulling one more card just for the overall energy for the week. It's a week of change. It's a week of seeing things different. It's a week of taking things on differently. This is a week for you truly to create change in your life. So let's attack things differently and let's move forward, and happiness is going to come. Okay. I promise you. With that said, love, light, and blessings from Miss Bonnie and her family to you and yours, me and mine to you and to yours. And additionally, let us know how you de-escalate. How do you give yourself a little time out? What do you use, and how can other people learn from what it is you've done? Share with us. We'd appreciate hearing it for sure. And until next week, love, light, and blessings from all of us. Have an amazing one. We'll talk then. And again, love yourself first.